Bruce, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Give me 1 second. I need to clip this back on me. Then we got a little, what's up, my brother? Then we got a little conversation to have real quick while I'm on the walk to the center. For everybody that don't know, I haven't been really talking about this because I don't consider this a big deal, but so y'all know what I'm doing in my interim. In the middle of the day, I usually go to the center. They always could use help, you know. And so I go there and I help out Coach and some of the people in the community that are trying their hardest to give these kids, you know, allow for these kids to see that there's more beyond these, these streets that we live on. With that being said, let's talk about this Hawk Newsome thing. First of all, I know the dude. I know when we spoke about Hawk Newsome before, I had said, I think I know that guy. He's from my old neighborhood. I 100% know him, factually know him. I saw a picture of Hawk Newsome today when he was about 200 pounds slimmer. I know the nigga. I grew up with the nigga. I know him. Like, I know him, know him. Know him. No relatives, no friends, like that. So, I just want to be clear on this. I know this dude. So Hawk Newsome, as everybody knows, he's come out and he's had a extremely radical position on what black people should do because Daniel Penny was found innocent or not guilty. Don't listen to that man. Don't go out here riding in the streets. Don't go out here acting a fool because you did not get your way. Isn't that what they accuse Trump of? Every single time they try to gaslight us and say that Trump did something. Good morning. You have to do. All Trump says is, I didn't do it. And they say, oh, there he go complaining again. You know, all he says is, I didn't do it. That's it. They accuse Trump of something. He says, I didn't do it. They say, oh, there he go complaining again. That's exactly what's going on in this situation. Let's just be clear on this. We have a problem in our subway system. We have a problem in our streets in general, but we definitely have a problem in our subway system. There are people out here in our subways carrying on. They're dangerous, and there needs to be an input to them. Period. Not their lives being taken away, but they need to get some kind of assistance. I'm not going to stay here and tell you I know what assistance every individual needs because I don't. Pardon me. But these individuals need assistance. And they're out on the train. They are attacking people. And it's happening a lot, especially around the time that Danny Penny choked out the dude. Now, I got a couple of things I want to say. And the number one thing is this. First of all, I forgot homeboy that passed away's name, but his father needs to go somewhere and sit down. I'm tired of these parents that aren't in their child's life coming up out of nowhere when something bad happens to the child and pretending like they were. I would have been better. I would have taken everything that he said better if he just said, look, I never got a chance to know my son. I don't know what was going on here. I'm just sad that I don't have the chance to be with my son. I wish I had an opportunity, yada, yada, yada. This and this and that I could get behind. But him saying anything at all, like he's trying to make the villain the dude, because if that was a black dude that choked out that other black dude, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. This wouldn't even be a conversation. We would be having a conversation though, and that conversation we would be having is how the police is trying to lock up a black man for protecting the people on the train. So we would be having a conversation. It would just be a different one. So Hawk Newsome is getting a whole bunch of shit on the internet because he's talking about black people should riot. Black people stay away from these fucking riots for these Democrats. The Democrats got in office. What did they give us? Nothing. The Democrats had complete control over our government over the last couple of years, and everything that they did had to consist with them giving money to other countries, giving money to people who either are in other countries or from other countries living in America. So get off of the damn Democratic plantation. That's one. Two, aren't these the same people that said defund the police? What the hell you think is going to happen when you defund the police? So there's no police out here. Somebody got to stop the motherfucking criminals. Who do you think it was going to be? Who did you think? You thought when the police disappeared, criminals was going to say, I guess I'm out of a job. No, that's not what was going to happen. The police disappear, and now you have regular civilians that's going to have to come out here and police themselves. What do you think is going to happen? A lot of people are going to end up dead on both sides. A lot of people are going to get hurt on both sides because you idiots want to defund people who are actually supposed to be trained to take care of these situations. So all of those defund the police people are weirdos, all right? They have an agenda. They're not here for black people. Don't get behind it. What we need to get behind is we want the police officers to be held accountable. That's what we want to get behind. We want to get behind holding the police officers accountable. That we can have motion on. That whole defund the police bullshit, we're never going to get motion on that because there's too much fucking crime going on, nigga. How you going to have all this crime going on and you talking about defund the police? Hell out of here. That Black Lives Matter ain't shit. Black Lives Matter. The idea that Black Lives matter. That's a real thing because Black Lives Matter. Everybody's life matter. But the organization, what they're doing, how they're spending the money, and everything else, I do not agree with. And I don't agree with them in 1 minute saying that you have to, why isn't Trump happy with the verdict when he was found guilty? But then the minute somebody y'all want found guilty is found not guilty, now y'all talking about this corruption. The minute that somebody is found guilty that you want found not guilty, then y'all talking about this corruption. But whenever the people that is found guilty that y'all want found guilty, now why isn't everybody just letting the system work? The system knows what it's doing. Y'all guys are hilarious, man. Y'all guys are hilarious. I'm not falling for it. I hope more people wake up. I'm trying to find some tissue to wipe my nose and shit. I think I'm just gonna have to go inside. I hope more people wake up. But Hawk Newsome is being absolutely murdered on social, not literally, obviously. I'm saying it figuratively. Murdered on social media, and he deserves to be. I know the dude. That's all I'm gonna say because we're not out here. I know the dude. I told y'all before, Black Lives Matter is going to make a lot of our supposed leaders look bad because the only thing they do is attack the police. They don't talk about the bullshit in our community that leads to the police being called in the first damn place. That's what I want us to start focusing on. I want us to stop focusing on what the police is doing, but I do want us to focus on what are we doing? Just like all of those schools that got those school shooters, are y'all trying to stop bullying? Because if you're not trying to stop bullying, then you're not trying to stop the school shooters. Because why do we got to keep hearing every time there's a school shooter that somebody won the schools and everybody just thought it was just kids being kids, and then the guy goes shoots the school up? Now everybody is saying, why didn't somebody do anything? We've been telling y'all the trains was dangerous. Y'all wanted to defund the police. Now I don't want to hear when a regular civilian ends up taking somebody's life when they're actively trying to prevent other people from being injured, that now all of a sudden, now it's all the police's fault. Y'all wanted to defund them niggas. And could I just be clear on this for everybody that wants to know why Daniel Penny did what Daniel Penny did? Homeboy was on the train yelling and screaming about how he's going to kill people, about how he don't care if he gets killed, about how he don't care if the police run up on him. He was doing a lot. And you want to know who I blame for him dying before I blame Daniel Penny? I blame everyone that saw Daniel Penny wrestling with the nigga and didn't jump in. You want to know why the police call extra people when they're about to arrest you? It's not just because they're like, we want to beat this guy up. It's because we have to try to get this person under arrest and in cuffs without hurting them, because there's lawsuits. They exist. So we need the numbers in order for us to be able to hold this person down. So Just my opinion. If more people would have helped Daniel Penny on that train, that man would still be alive and people would have been able to get him the help that he needed. Shout out to Hawk Newsome. Not a real shout out. Homeboy, you and Black Lives Matter are destroying black people's image even worse than it was. Because before, while we looked like all of these things that we weren't those things. Now you're making us the things that people are accusing us of being actually. Stop with the bullshit. Daniel Penny should not have been convicted. There's way more going on with that. They want to use this as a... There's way more going on here. I'm not going to hold y'all because I'm about to get up out of here. But there's way more going on here. Believe me when I tell you this. I'll give you the best example how I know there's more going on here. So there was 2 charges. The first one was the main charge, right? I think it was like I forgot what the first one was, but it was the main charge, right? It was the murder, right? You know that the jury wasn't even supposed to deliberate the second charge unless he was found guilty of the first charge. So the fact that the jury said that they didn't find him guilty of the first charge, they weren't even supposed to deliberate for the second charge. They wasn't even supposed to be in the deliberation. The judge was supposed to let Daniel Penny go home right then and there. That was it. That was supposed to be it. But instead, well, he was already home because he was out on bail. But what did they do? They held some more theatrics so they could set up Black Lives Matter being in front of the building, talking about all of this weirdo shit, where they now trying to go send your sons and your daughters to go get killed. The same people that's saying that the police is out here killing everybody, the same people that's out here saying that the police is doing all of this damage, the police are such terrible people, right? Are the same people that are now sending your kids out there to go rob and loot and riot, where who's going to be the individuals that's going to come try to stop them? The same police that they're calling murderers and killers. So they're literally sending your kids to go get murdered and killed. Just think about that for one moment while y'all considering these people to be your leaders and considering people like me to be crazy. With that being said, I'm out.